Hi everyone, it's Wednesday the 22nd of June and this week's challenge is Terminus. We got Bruiser Morgan as our star hero and Bruiser's starting charge. So Bruiser's starting charge not too bad, Bruiser Morgan is star hero not great. Firstly I want to say I'm sorry about the lack of videos in the last couple of weeks. I've been really busy in real life, so I've not had as much time to video stuff as I'd like, but hopefully I'll be able to improve this week and get some good videos out for you nice and early, although I can guarantee that they aren't going to have Sniper Morgan much towards the end, because his leader trait is pretty useless when you're trying to go perfect. So without further ado, the weekend events are Jackpot Deluxe, so chance of all 9 silver or all 9 gold crates after the mission, so it's not too bad a one. Hopefully you'll get lots of gold ones. I didn't get many last time, so I'm due a good run this time. And we've also got reduced guild gifts again, so NG being pretty generous with this event recently, so gift to your friends in your guild. They're only going to cost 100 this time instead of the usual 400. So that's the events starting on Friday, and the first map we have this week is Safe Haven. Horrible map and can take a very long time. What you got to do is shut the 2 containers. Each one takes 2 turns to shut. Once you've shut one of them, you'll get an auto spawn of 2 riots and a couple of normal walkers. You can spawn block one of the riots if you have 2 survivors on the space just to the left of Mercer and where Mercer is, and you can also do the one that spawns at the top behind the crates. Not 100% sure what it is. I don't normally spawn block that one. You get 1 from each container until they're shut. When you shut 1, then 2 will spawn from the other container until that's shut. And once you've shut them both, you then have to kill all walkers. Horrible map. Always been a horrible map. You want to get on those containers as quickly as possible. I tend to do the top left one first. Once you've got that one closed, I tend to come down the bottom and then just try and power my way through along the bottom to shut the next one. Having bruisers charged might be helpful, in so much that you should be able to create a stun wall at the bottom and then just slowly work your way across. If you can spawn block the 4 points in front of the last crate, then nothing else will spawn, and you can get someone on the gate with a group of stunned walkers there. Obviously, SMI or any combination of assaults and Yumiko, as long as you can charge up, should work quite well. But I'm not looking forward to that one, particularly with Morgan in lead. Anyway, next map is Only Way Out, which is one where you've got to open a gate for 6 turns, which seems like forever when you're doing it. It starts with 3 normal walkers on the map, and then you get auto spawns out of these 2 piles after the first turn or so. You also have an incoming to deal with, and the incoming comes down at the bottom, and usually one of them's close enough to get the person on the gate. It's a horrible map. A couple of ways of doing it. Bruisers and building a stun wall might not be a bad shout. Assaults, Sasha Assault Miko, and trying to keep everything stunned. You can try and use targeting priority by standing near the bottom left, the bottom middle, and getting them to try and come down and get you from down there. It's not the easiest of the map, and Nightmare it gets pretty difficult when you start to spawn lots of tanks and heavies, in which case you probably want to get Daryl's assault rifle out at that point. But not as bad as some of the other maps this week. The next map we've got is Last Box Before the Highway. So this one you've got to open a box for 2 turns, and then open the gate on the left to get out for a turn or 2. I think it's 2 actually. start with 3 walkers on the board up by the auto spawn pile, and then you get 2 walkers spawn every turn after that. This one's not too bad, especially with charged bruisers, because what you can do is spawn block the auto spawns with stunned walkers. Depending on the start, it can not be too bad. I'd recommend taking Zeke as well, so that you will be able to pre-retaliate and stun in one direction, and then hopefully stun in the other direction. The only thing you need to worry about is the incoming, which comes in along the bottom. But if you can get on the gate first turn, then most of the time it's not going to be a problem. And again, with Zeke, it shouldn't be too bad. Probably going to be the easiest map on the set. The next map is the laundry. I don't like this map, although it can be quite fun to try and sneak around and open the boxes without killing too much. You've got a blind corner to start with, which hides couple of walkers usually, including a tank. And there's also a tank in the end zone usually as well. You've got to find 3 of the 6 crates, and then get to the exit. I believe there are hard corners at the end, so you can get blocked in and the incoming comes in at the start, so you've got to move off the line pretty quickly. Pizza Glen was always a good one for this. Beta was quite good as well. So yeah, that's what it looks like when you get around the corner. Most of mine were in view actually that time, but just wanted to show you where the tank usually starts, around there. Other teams you can use, if you've got the new Riot Shield, herding Riot Shield, that might be quite useful, but do be careful of getting yourself blocked in if you herd everything towards you. There is only that one tank you normally have to deal with, so maybe Zeke and 2 bruisers will be sufficient. Yeah, there's a couple of ways of trying it, but it is a horrible map, and I'll try and use a few different teams on it. So that's that one, and the next map is Zend. It is a kill all walkers, but it's probably one of the hardest kill all walkers that we have in the game. Lots of blind corners, and walkers starting within striking distance from the start. Sometimes you can't even see them. And 2 tanks and a few riots tend to get into a corner and try and survive. Obviously with Sasha, Mercy, Yumiko, it's probably not going to be as difficult as it used to be, but with Morgan in lead, it's going to be tricky. You're going to have to hope that you choose a corner that doesn't have a tank on it, and then get Princess charged up and build a stun wall and set the tanks on fire. Or if you want just to have some fun, why not try Mercer in lead with Huntsman Daryl and a bruiser. That could be quite fun too, because Huntsman Daryl can kill things quite quickly. But yeah, horrible kill, but still just a kill all. And the next map is Shine a Light. Get to exit on the right hand side. Starts with a load of normal walkers and 1 tank. Depending on where the tank is, you're probably going to want to go up or down and try not to make it get its attention. If you've got the new Riot Shield, which herds on its charge attack, that's going to be really useful on this map to deal with the walkers that are close by. And then you're going to want to just make a run for it if you can. If you've got other bruisers, weapons that have a hit and move, such as Luke's Gear Mace or Festive Lucille, they'll also be pretty useful, just to get you over to the right hand side as quickly as possible. You can also use Zeke to deal with any stragglers that you can't herd. But it shouldn't be too bad. And when you get to the nightmare rounds, you want to get down to the bottom right and spawn block as quickly as possible, because it can come in and block your path. So that's all the maps, and I hope you found it useful. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.